The Sampdoria lineup is concerned, well, the main name there is missing, I suppose. That's Vialli, but Mancini's there, Lombardo, Virkovod, Invernizzi, Manini, Pagliuca, all the names that you remember, I'm sure, so well from last season. So let's join the match with our commentator, Peter Brackley.
The dawn of a new season, and what an enthralling prospect then in Sardinia. Sampdoria, the champions, unbeaten since January, and hoping to beat Caliari here for the first time in the top flight. And Caliari attacking the goal to our right, themselves unbeaten over 8 matches at the tail end of last season. So they start this game on an optimistic note as well. This is Lombardo for Sampdoria. Now then, Cerezo, the Brazilian, who just seems to go on and on and on. What an amazing man he is, Cerezo. Still very much a part of this Sampdoria side. That's Mattioli, the captain of Caliari. Furicano taking the free kick. Caliari, who came so close to going down last season, but their great escape back just took them clear of the danger zone. Cerezo to Lombardo. And a magnificent season, Lombardo, for the champions. Mattioli. He's such a competitive and aggressive player, Mattioli. Off goes Galdenzi, the new man from AC Milan. He had a dozen or so games in Milan's first team last season. Now switching his allegiance to Caliari. Bari taking the throw for Sampdoria. On from Manini. This is Furicano. Nardini. Good run here by Fonseca, who's very, very quick. So sharp off the mark. Fonseca scored 10 times for Caliari last season. He was their leading goal scorer. There's Silas, the new man in the Sampdoria side. On for Manini. Foul on Mattioli, who featured in Inter's championship-winning side a couple of years ago. Now giving great service to Caliari. Now Francescoli, one of the great names of world football in recent times. The second season, Francescoli, in Italian football. He only scored 4 times in the last campaign, so it'll be interesting to see if he can build on that this time around. Galdenzi. Mattioli. Trying to set Galdenzi clear. Invernizzi brings it away. And then Mancini got caught in possession. But Sampdoria breaks so quickly from defence to attack. The lovely pass sent from Mancini. Now Invernizzi. There's danger here for Caliari. And it was Herrera who got back. Couldn't put out the cross though. It was Furicano. Now Herrera. One of the 3 Uruguayan players in the Caliari side. Silas, the Brazilian international, featured in the last 2 World Cups. Good crowd here in the stadium. And hoping that Caliari can build on last season's success towards the end of the campaign, when they really put some excellent results together. Furicano. Shrugging off the challenge of Renato Busso. Now Galdenzi. And Fonseca was the player there who strayed offside. Sampdoria hoping to be the first Italian side since Juventus back in '82 to successfully defend their title. But it's asking an awful lot of them, and no doubt at all they will be the side that everyone wants to beat this season. Herrera with Lombardo, who climbed higher and got a whack in the face then from Herrera. Now Silas. Little burst of pace from the Brazilian. And Lombardo certainly came off worst in that collision there with the Uruguayan international Herrera, who suddenly decided that he was injured as well. On went Silas and couldn't keep his shot down. Mattioli. Francescoli. Now, did Galdenzi keep that in play? He did. Mattioli. And again, the offside flag is raised against Fonseca. Referee Beshen, who set 7 players off last season, so he's not a man to make a fool of. Cerezo is Mancini. Superb play then by Mancini. And the free kick's given. A little trip then as Mancini tried to thread a path to goal. And this referee, as I suggested a moment or so ago, won't stand for any nonsense. It was Napoli who committed the offence. And it'll be either Mancini or perhaps Silas here, hoping to test Ielpo in the Caliari goal. 2 men adept at set pieces. Mancini so often a threat for Sampdoria last season from this kind of situation. But it's Silas waiting to take it, wants the wall further back. Referee agrees with him. Now, here is Silas, and he scored! Magnificent strike by Silas. And with just over 10 minutes gone, the new man in the Sampdoria side has given his team the lead. It was a stunning free kick from Silas. And the wall, well, it certainly didn't do its job well enough. Ielpo was always struggling. And the shot from Silas finds the corner. Sampdoria lead, a cracking start for the Italian champions. And what a way for the new man to make his entrance. So, Caliari right up against it now, conceding the early goal. Sampdoria starting the new season as they finish the last. Now, Mancini. Sonicano. How will Caliari respond? Francescoli with a glorious piece of skill there. Threading it on to Galdenzi with Pori, and a penalty. The Sampdoria players are incensed, but the referee waves aside their protests. An exhilarating piece of play by Francescoli. Galdenzi onside. Now, was that a foul by Pari? Well, it seemed to me that he made contact with the ball rather than the leg. Galdenzi certainly fell over the outstretched leg of Pari, and the referee decides that is a penalty. Pagliuca there can't believe it. Well, I hope he doesn't continue his protest too much, Pagliuca. He was sent off in the cup tie, the cup win in midweek. Cerezo still having a go at the poor old referee. And it'll be Francescoli to take the kick. 1-1. Francescoli with the equaliser for Caliari. 14 minutes gone, and the celebrations are set off around the stadium from the Caliari fans. Francescoli sending Pagliuca the wrong way. Delightfully struck penalty. And Pagliuca, no chance. So it's 1-1. Now Pari, the man who gave away the penalty. Though I'm sure he will argue it was a fair challenge. The referee didn't see it that way. And Caliari are back on level terms. Mancini, not for long. What a finish then from Mancini. And within a minute of conceding a goal, Sampdoria restore their lead, to the utter dismay of Ielpo. Cerezo's pass, and Mancini tucks it away with consummate ease. Mancini, 12 goals last season. Only Vialli in the Sampdoria side scored more. And he already has his name on the score sheet in the new season. 2-1, Sampdoria lead. And it's been an exhilarating start to the game. Here's Lana. Musso combining so well then with Silas. Sampdoria looking to turn on the style. Vaticano making sure that Silas went no further. And it was a clumsy challenge, to say the least, then from Vaticano. Former Udinese player who simply stood his ground and quite clearly impeded Silas. So another threat here then to Caliari. Ielpo has been beaten once by Silas. Mancini is there too. And here is Mancini. Not a bad try at all from the Sampdoria captain. He really was quite outstanding for Sampdoria in their first ever championship season. Such an influential player for them. Never quite shown that club form for his country, Mancini. But already he's made his mark in this game. Martini's back pass, and I wonder if he'd spotted Mancini there. Presumably he had. It caused a few hearts then to skip a beat. Franciscoli. Foul on Galdenzi by Pari. This is Herrera. Mattioli couldn't reach it. It's Vaticano coming forward. Broken up though by Lombardo. Nardini. This is Capioli. Now Mattioli in towards Fonseca. And it was scrambled away off the head of Manini. Franciscoli with Pari. Now, what has the referee given here? Well, he's given the goal kick. Franciscoli complaining it should have been a corner. Napoli, who came from Juventus during the summer. Now, Galdenzi. Here's Mattioli. So much revolving around him in the heart of the Caliari midfield. Galdenzi. Well, it's promising approach play here from Caliari. How potent can they be around the penalty area? It's Fonseca forcing the corner. Just 21 years old, great prospect Fonseca. And he scored twice in the away draw with Sampdoria, 2-2 in Genoa last season. Indeed, Caliari coming back from 2-0 down to snatch a point. Herrera looking for the long throw in. Mancini away from Napoli. Oh, they weren't lucky there. Silas, so unfortunate. Herrera. Came off Lana for another corner. But with a stroke more luck, Sampdoria might then have broken to the other end. As it is, they have another corner to defend, which Fonseca will take. Paliuca, 16 clean sheets last season, not so today. Mattioli. Here's Fonseca. Given away to Vierkovod. And Festa leaving the throw for Napoli. Galdenzi. 20 minutes of the first half to go. Successfully claimed by Paliuca. Now he's got himself into trouble. And he's lucky to get away with that. Paliuca now established as the #2 goalkeeper in Italy, behind Voltazenga. Here's Galdenzi. It's a useful ball in, and it was Cerezo back there defending. Came off Pari. Galdenzi. No problem for Paliuca, apart from keeping the ball in play. Galdenzi, though, who's made a promising start to this game. His first in the league for Cagliari. Cagliari, whose last home defeat was way back in November, just 3 setbacks on their own ground. But they were second from bottom at the halfway stage before staging that excellent revival. Herrera. For Fonseca. Vierkovod. Last man for Sampdoria. Fonseca proving a real handful. Cerezo now. To Silas, the two Brazilians combining. Here's Manini. Another very experienced campaigner. Cerezo just strolling elegantly around the field. Lombardo moves a bit quicker. No foul. Referee waving play on. A wake up Caliari once more. Fonseca. Shadowed by Vierkovod. Good ball in. Oh, Capioli might have made more of that, surely. It was virtually a free header. Fonseca's cross. Sampdoria defenders were stranded then. Lana didn't get there, and Capioli heading wide. Great chance squandered. Capioli, who's contributed a lot of goals from the midfield region during Cagliari's rise up the leagues. But off the target on that occasion. Galdenzi. Pericano. Mattioli beavering away in midfield. Trying to get something moving here for Cagliari. Capioli. I wonder how costly that miss might prove to be. Mattioli again. Constantly probing at the Sampdoria defence, Mattioli. Oh, and Vierkovod sliced his kick. And Paliuca did well then under pressure. Dreadful clearance by Vierkovod. Pali. Cerezo. Now Pari once more. Busso's in the middle. In goes Busso. Mancini. The danger hasn't passed yet. Lombardo. And it took a deflection on the way. Lombardo disappointed with his shot, but the consolation is he's got a corner out of it. Mancini to take the kick. Manini has come up from the back, number 2 there. Busso couldn't make it. Good save. Ielpo did well. Bierkavot with the shot. And Ielpo managing to push it aside. Lombardo. So many potential scorers in the Sampdoria side. Bierkavot. Not too many players get the better of him. Such a rugged and determined defender, Bierkavot. And now back in the international side too. Cerezo. 5 minutes to half-time. Sampdoria lead 2-1. Could so easily, though, have been 2-2 if Caliari had scored. Marvellous opportunity that he let slip by. Lombardo. Mattioli. Now, how quickly can Caliari spring forward here? This is Nardini. Capioli. Francescoli. Such a difficult player to mark, Francescoli. Fonseca now. And off Bierkavot for the corner. Francescoli. Pagliuca having to come all the way, and does so with a great deal of confidence too. Now Pari, one of the unsung heroes really, Pari of the Sampdoria side. Such a great servant to them down the years. Gaudenzi. Here's Mattioli. Now Cerezo. And his injury problems last season, Cerezo, but whenever he came into the side, he never let them down. He certainly played his part in their championship triumph. It's Mancini there, caught offside. Pelicano. This is Festa. Now Napoli. Fonseca doing well to ride the challenge. Now, is that a foul? No, the referee shakes his head, runs away, and here's Busso. Busso, the man standing in for Vialli, who, as we mentioned earlier on, is among the substitutes on his way back from injury, and I would think may well feature later on if Sampdoria feel they need his services. They're not doing too badly at the moment. 2-1 up here, but under pressure now from Mattioli. Sampdoria, who narrowly missed the Italian double, of course, losing the cup final to Roma. Though they did atone for that in some way by beating them for the Super Cup a week ago. Mancini scoring the winning goal. Now Lombardo. This is Invernizzi. Cerezo. Busso, who scored 4 in the pre-season friendly against West Ham, but was then sent off against Arsenal. And there's going to be a caution here. For Festa. It's the new coach, Massimo Giacomini. Mancini taking the free kick. Too long though for Cerezo and Lombardo. So almost into injury time in the first half. Napoli. That was totally wasted then. So here's Silas to Pari. Sampdoria happy to retain possession now in the last few seconds of the half. Busso. He showed 1 or 2 nice touches up front, Busso. But of course, playing in the knowledge that Vialli is waiting on the bench. Off Galdenzi for a throw to Sampdoria. Both matches between the two teams ended in draws last season, that 2-2 that I mentioned, also 0-0 here. Pari. Almost a minute now of time added on for stoppages by referee Bashin. Cerezo. Cerezo again. Here's Mancini. Just 1 or 2 injuries in the first half, so can't be too long to go now. There's still time perhaps for Fonseca to cause another problem for Sampdoria. Has electrifying pace, and the cross though this time not good enough. 3 players there converging on the 6-yard area. If only Fonseca could have provided a better service. So an eventful first half draws to a close, and no complaints from the league champions. Goals from the new man second half, now kicking from left to right, defending this 2-1 lead. Although in fairness to Caliari, Sampdoria certainly didn't have things all their own way in that first 45 minutes. And once or twice the Sampdoria defence was at full stretch to keep them at bay. So the contest still wide open. This is Mattioli. And in particular, the 3 Uruguayans have been a constant threat to Sampdoria. Fonseca, Franciscoli and Herrera. And there is Franciscoli. Mattioli. Mattioli once more. It was Nardini's cross. And they still haven't got it away. Franciscoli. Now Lombardo. Streaking clear. Surely held back then by Capioli. No. Referee didn't think so. Galdenzi. On from Capioli. Against Sampdoria having to backpedal here. Certainly had their moments in the first half, Caliari. Galdenzi. That was Manini's header. Francesco didn't get hold of that one. Cerezo losing out. Here's Fonseca. Not a bad cross in either. And there's Cerezo. Oh, cheekily done. How was that then for coolness from Cerezo? Silas. Here's Galdenzi. Now Fonseca, Vierkavon. Oh, I think, yes, clearly was caught then by Fonseca. As Vierkavon came hurtling across. And I should make your piece quickly, Fonseca. Vierkavon is not a man to tangle with. Silas. Here's Invonizzi, hoping to stake a claim for a regular place this season. Invonizzi, often featured as a substitute during the championship campaign. Francescoli with Fonseca. Now Pari. Here's Cerezo. Amazing to think he first came to prominence, Cerezo, back in the 1982 World Cup finals. This is Invonizzi. Silas. There's a shooting chance. Ioppo perfectly placed. And there is Gianluca Vialli. I wonder if he is about to make his entrance in this game. Obviously not fully fit, Vialli, certainly in terms of match fitness. It's a foul by Silas. And a nasty one too on Capioli. Cerezo to Invonizzi. Now Cerezo once more. Mancini. And the flag was up for offside. And Vialli itching to get on there. Going through his paces on the sidelines. Francescoli taking on Manini. Still Francescoli. Oh! A fabulous goal from Francescoli. And one of the stars of world football underlines his class then and his quality. Pagliuca being consoled. Well, that was a classic strike by Francescoli. Just look at this play here, away from Manini. And that's sheer brilliance. And then curling his shot beyond Pagliuca. The mark of a world superstar. And it's 2-2. Five minutes into the second half. And it's 2 goals for Enzo Francescoli. And what a match we have on now. Francescoli, who only scored 4, as I mentioned earlier on, in the entire campaign last winter. He's already halved that total. Lombardo. Now the new coach, Giacomini, be absolutely elated with that goal from Francescoli. For the second time, his team have successfully come from behind. Well, Vialli still warming up, so I would think he may well be on fairly soon. Busso hasn't been all that effective really up front for Sampdoria. A lot's fallen on the shoulders of Mancini. Cerezo with Silas. Here's Busso. Mancini, though, gone the other way, really. Now, Nardini. Back to Ielpo. Now, Nardini. Nardini's throw. Francescoli trying to wriggle away from the tackle from Lombardo. It'll be a point, incidentally, of particular pleasure to Francescoli that he scored that first goal from the penalty spot. Caliari didn't receive one single penalty last season. Cerezo. What an intelligent through ball that for Busso, who has Mancini in support. But he rather delayed too long. Cerezo could make nothing of it. And away comes Galdenzi. Vierkevod. Foul, though, by Herrera. He's had a few whacks today, Vierkevod. Somebody might suffer for that later. Free kick given to Sampdoria. Now, what can Mancini and company conjure up here? In the meantime, I think the referee wants a word with one of the Caliari players, and it looks as if it might be another caution. No, it's a substitution, in fact, about to take place, and it's Mattioli who's coming off. And Matteo Villa replacing him. Mattioli getting a very warm round of applause from the Caliari fans. And on comes then Matteo Villa. Mancini. Well, the shot got through. Ielpo will tell you he had it covered anyway. Now, Silas. Sampdoria looking to step up the pace now. Bonizzi. Caliari has certainly been a match for them. Bonizzi. Cut up by Herrera. This is Lana. Now, Busso. Well, he did well to get his cross in then, and it certainly tested Ielpo. Seemed a fairly innocuous looking cross at first, but it dipped right under the bar. Now Mancini with the corner. And the header from Manini. Well, if he'd made contact properly, then surely that would have been a goal. He came flying in. And almost unattended. He failed to make a decisive contact. And that was a real let-off then for Caliari. Manini, Fonseca wants to take on Manini. Now, can Capioli get in there? No. Hardy once more showing his defensive qualities. Lombardo. Goes Cerezo. Still Cerezo. Well, he was crowded out in the end. And the arguments are raging here. I think that is going to be a yellow card this time. And it's Mancini for carrying on the protests. And the Sampdoria captain has received the yellow card. Now Sampdoria about to make the substitution that we anticipated. Gianluca Vialli is coming on in place of Renato Busso. And I wonder what Vialli can do from here on. He's such an inspiration when he's on song. 19 goals, of course, the leading scorer in the Italian league last season, Vialli. And his combination with Mancini quite breathtaking at times. But he's had this knee injury which kept him out of the starting lineup. But now Vialli is in the fray. Silas. There is Vialli. And what a dramatic start for the Italian star. Great turn and bringing the best out of Yelpo. Cerezo now. Sampdoria visibly lifted by the arrival of Vialli. And that's twice. He's been in the danger zone. And twice he might so easily have scored. Power and determination conjuring up that half chance. Manini. Mancini, oh, surely hauled back then by Villa. And that has to be a yellow card. Matteo Villa, summer signing from Reggiano. And Mancini had sold him the dummy, he'd gone, then he was on his way, Mancini, when he was yanked back by Villa. Hardy leaving the free kick to Mancini. So much the director of operations for Sampdoria today. But now this is Galdenzi on the break for Caliari. Still Galdenzi. Oh, Herrera, and it's there! 3-2. Galdenzi who made the break, and it was Herrera who finished it off. And just look now, these scenes of delight around the stadium. Beaming smile from Galdenzi. And Sampdoria were caught cold then by the speed of the break. The counter-attack launched by Galdenzi. And look for Herrera arriving. Quite clearly, well, I would think a penalty if he hadn't scored anyway. From the tackle by Lana, but Herrera made certain. And it's 3-2 to Caliari. Two goals from Francescoli, and now another Uruguayan has given his team the lead for the first time in this game. Substitution being made, a second one by Sampdoria, now bringing on Orlando, their new man from Udinese. Coming on for Invernizzi, and the coach says it's just steady things down now. What a marvellous start it'll be for the new coach Massimo Giacomini if his team could beat Sampdoria, who, remember, haven't lost in the league since January. Fonseca, that's excellent work by him. Oh, there was a clash of heads then. Lana going down, and Francescoli, and that looked very nasty indeed. Fonseca with the cross. Lana heading away bravely, and he was caught by Francescoli. And, well, they've called for the stretcher. Lots of men in white coats running around, and it all looks rather serious. Let's hope not. Francescoli clearly in a lot of pain. Lana, I think, is okay. That's Bissoli waiting to come on. I don't think there's any question of Francescoli continuing. Sympathetic applause around the stadium for Francescoli, who has certainly played his part in this game with those two goals. And Bissoli, one of the new faces in the Caliari setup, makes his appearance now. Capioli. Here's Nardini, with Parley chasing back. Capioli. Another goal now will surely seal it for Caliari. Sampdoria looking rather desperate now, trying to get themselves back into this game, having twice been in front. Lombardo. Nardini sticking with him. Now, is that a free kick, a corner, or a goal kick, or what? Nobody seems too sure, but I think it is a free kick. And Nardini's got a problem, and that's a very sporting gesture there from Mancini. It's not a crap for Nardini, and he's getting a round of applause then, Mancini, as he helps Nardini to his feet. And happily he's able to continue. And Mancini has a chance here to create something for Sampdoria. Yelpo, an anxious figure on his goal line. A dangerous ball in. And the whistle's gone for a free kick to Caliari. So respite for them as Galdenzi goes down. And what a superb result this would be for Caliari if they can hang on now. Now Capioli, perhaps they can score again. Still Capioli. Well, I don't think he beat a goalkeeper of Paliuca's class from that range. Paliuca, a man in a hurry now. Sampdoria, who struggled pre-season in their friendly matches, and they had a spate of sendings off. And they haven't really got into top gear today. Bissoli. Now, Capioli. Oh, great chance. And just as he did a moment or so ago, he's blown it completely. Caliari, who had that excellent opening too in the first half. And he really should have been among the scorers today, Caliari. He snatched at that then. Lana pumping it forward, hopefully now, towards Vialli and company. It's Cerezo. Now Lombardo! And he rather scuffed his shot then, Lombardo. That's Manini slipping, and the flag was up anyway, and the coach, Boskov, angrily sitting down. And that unbeaten record is really in danger now. Chase on for Fonseca. Pagliuca sprinting out to the edge of his area. Mancini up towards Vialli. Ielpo claims it comfortably. It really has been a resourceful display by Caliari. Twice going behind, they've bounced back, and now they lead. Into the last minute, whistles from the home supporters. Here's Galdenzi. And there will certainly be some time to add on because of injuries. So there's a little way to go yet. Bassoli, who's looked very impressive since coming on. Fonseca! Oh, that would have clinched it. Pagliuca with an inspired save. What a reaction. Stopped then by Pagliuca. And that's why he's so highly rated. Fonseca, disappointment for him. That should have settled it. Mancini now. Lombardo. Sampdoria still fighting. Capioli away. And Furicano, who's taken over the captain's armband, just happy to kick it anywhere now. He thinks it's all over. He certainly wants it to be. The referee, though, who looks the calmest man out there, says there are still some seconds left. Can't be many, though. Sampdoria on the brink of defeat. This for the first time since they lost to relegated Lecce way back on the 13th of January. Unbeaten throughout the second half of the season. 18 games without defeat. Pari, he'll have to get on with it now. Cerezo. There's only Fonseca left upfield for Caliari. Mancini. Now this is Manini. Still Manini. Oh, agonizingly close. And it's a corner. But it was so close then to a dramatic equaliser. Manini, who did splendidly. Mancini wants to take the corner. I think the linesman's at his way now. Here is Mancini. And Pagliuca, the goalkeeper's come up. And his header might just have crept in. Kept out by Ielpo. And now he's had to sprint back. Well, Pagliuca, what a hero he would have been if he'd scored then. It's all happening here in Sardinia. Herrera, anywhere will do now. The dying second, surely. Silas. Caliari desperately holding on. Beyond Lombardo to safety. Pagliuca, who had to dash back after his sortie upfield. And it wasn't a bad header either. We've had now 2.5 minutes of time added on for stoppages. It's a stunning start to the new season in Sardinia. Sampdoria's long unbeaten run then ended on the very first day of the season. And Caliari is signalling their own intentions for the new campaign. What a start for him, the new coach, Massimo Giacomini. His first league game in charge.
Sent off in the World Cup final. The goalkeeper, Rampula, his first name is Michelangelo. Maybe one or two Napoli shots are going to hit his paintwork during this match. And the Napoli team, talking about goalkeepers, Giovanni Galli's now 33, a real veteran in that area. Laurent Blanc, £3 million worth transfer value from Montpellier in the summer. And our old friends are back again, Crippa, Careca, Salenzi. We saw them all last year as well. We're going to join the match right at the start. Our commentator is Peter Brackley.
Survival is the name of the game.